Let me ask you something uncomfortable. What if, starting tomorrow, society treated women exactly like it treats man? No special protection, no social cushioning, no benefit of the doubt, no romantic shielding. No, because she is a woman. Just raw equality. Would that be empowering or brutal? Let's talk about it. The illusion of equality. We scream equality, but equality is complicated because society does not treat man and woman the same, not fully. Men are expected to be strong, handle pressure, protect, provide, suppress weakness, take rejection silently, work dangerous jobs, fight wars, compete ruthlessly. Women are often protected socially, emotionally supported, given softer judgment, prioritized in safety situations, not expected to initiate, rarely drafted into combat, less pressured to financially provide. Now pause. If tomorrow women were treated exactly like men, would we be ready for what that really means? No more ladies first. Imagine this. No more priority in emergencies. No more lighter sentencing in courts. No more social sympathy advantage. No more emotional validation simply because you are distressed. Just handle it. The same way men are often told. Would society accept that? Because equality does not only means access, it also means responsibility. It means consequences. It means competition. And competition is not soft. Emotional expectations. Men grow up hearing, man up, don't cry, figure it out. What if women heard that too? Would emotional resilience rise or would mental health collapse? Because here is the uncomfortable truth. Men are socially conditioned for emotional isolation. Women are socially supported for emotional expression. Equal treatment might mean equal emotional expectations, and that changes the entire psychological dynamic. Dating and relationships. Let's get real. In dating, man approach, man risk rejection, man plan, man pay, man propose, man propose. What if that flipped? What if women had to initiate 90% of the time? What if women had to face public rejection repeatedly? What if splitting bills was mandatory always? True equality would change romantic dynamic massively because a lot of what we call tradition is actually gender expectation, and expectation shapes attraction, safety, and physical reality. Now, let's acknowledge biology. Men are, on average, physically stronger. Society compensates for that difference with protection bias. If society removed that bias and treated both genders identically in all risk situations, is that fairness or negligence? Because equality must account for difference without turning difference into hierarchy. That's the nuance most debates ignore. The harsh side of male reality. Here is something rarely discussed. Men make up the majority of workplace fatalities, suicide victims, homeless population, combat deaths, prison population. Why? Because society pushes man into risk, isolation, and competition. Because society pushes man into risk, isolation, and competition. If women were treated exactly like men, they would also inherit those risks. The question is, do we want equality in privilege or equality in burden too? The privilege nobody talks about. There are invisible privileges on both sides. Men have physical advantage, historical power structures, less safety fear in public. Women have social sympathy, lower expectation pressure, lower expectation pressure, protection bias, dating leverage in youth. True equality means losing certain advantages on both sides. And that's where people get uncomfortable because most people want equal opportunity but not equal discomfort. The deeper truth. Maybe the real issue is not treat women like men. Maybe the real question is why is being treated like a man considered harsh? Why is male treatment associated with emotional suppression, danger, and zero sympathy? Maybe instead of pulling women down into that model, we should elevate how men are treated. What if we treated everyone with accountability, support, respect, fair standards, emotional strength without emotional neglect? That's not sameness, that's maturity. Equality versus equity. Equality equal to same rules. Equity equal to fair adjustments based on difference. The world is complex. Men and women are different biologically, psychologically, socially. Pretending differences don't exist creates chaos. Exaggerating differences creates oppression. Balance is intelligence, and balance requires emotional maturity. If society treated women exactly like men, we would see stronger competition, more accountability, loss of certain protections, more independence, possibly more stress. But here is the twist. We would also see how harsh society has been toward man. And maybe, just maybe, the solution is not dragging one side down. It's building a culture that expects strength from both and gives support to both. Equally should not mean identical struggle. Equality should not mean identical struggle. It should mean equal dignity. If this episode challenged you, good. Growth starts with discomfort. Share this with someone who thinks equality is simple because it's not. And if we are going to evolve as a society. We need conversations that are real, not just popular.
What if women were treated exactly like men in every meeting, every decision, every part of life? Imagine that world. Locker room talk? Let's do this.
Hey, nice work. Keep it up.
Your turn to buy. Just give me the facts, no sugarcoating.
All right, your strategy is flawed.
Revise it. This changes everything. What if women were treated exactly like men? Would their ambition be celebrated? Would the world be more equal? What if women were treated exactly like men? Imagine the respect, the power.
If this resonated, you already know what to do. You already know what to do.